What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Flores-Tech. Today, we're going to continue the series here of studies with CompTia. This is section 3.3, and section 3 is all about implementation. So, this time we're going to be doing implementations to secure network designs and moving forward like that here. Again, CompTia is a great resource to be able to get into tech as well as learn a whole new skill or grow your skills as well. And so, again, thank you for joining us here, Flores-Tech. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have study tips, feel free to place it down in the comments how you prefer to study and things that help you to develop. So, thank you for taking the time here today. It is the 7th of July, so 7/7, 2023. Let's get it. So, question one here. A VPN connection allows employees to use both physically separated networks anytime they need. What type of capability does this represent? Remote access, yes? No? Always on? And network designs show strategically placed firewalls on a local area network or a LAN to add layers of network security. The internal cloud stacks also provides a layer of firewall security. Which firewall solution would provide immediate protection to a client's computer? Virtual firewall? Hardware firewall? No. Host-based firewall? Appliance firewall? Interesting. Okay. An administrator navigates to the Windows firewall with advanced security. The inbound rules show a custom rule, which assigns the action, allow the connection to all programs, all protocols, all ports with a scope of 192.168.0.0/24. This is an example of what type of security setting? Transport layer security. No? Systems administrators want to set up a way for remote administration from home. The solution should use available services like a web browser rather than installing a virtual private network agent. Which option would best support these requirements? A systems administrator wants to set up a way for remote administration from home. The solution should use available services like web browser rather than installing a virtual private network agent. Which option would best support these requirements? L2TP, HSM, HTML5, or ACL? I'm gonna go. I feel like it's gonna be one of these two here. Okay, so honestly, I think it was more the HTML5, but that's okay. That's part of learning. So, all right. What can a system administrator configure on two load balanced servers to ensure each node gets its fair share of work? Configure scheduling, configure active and passive settings, configure virtual IP address, configure persistence settings. We'll go with persistence settings. No? All right. After an in-depth security analysis of recent detections of malware, the security admin found the root cause to website blogs and online podcasts, which contain several pop-up ads. The information system security officer wants to deploy a solution that blocks these websites, scans users' web browsers, traffic for malware, and blocks it from entering the intranet. Which of the following will fulfill the security requirements? Man, this section is not my section. All the more reason to get after it, so no worries. A network administrator wants to set up a load balancer cluster to manage traffic to a web server farm. The load balancer will route traffic based on the types of requests coming in from internal users and design a solution that would provide at minimum, a failover solution and proper configuration for a load balancing cluster. Select all that apply. Design a solution that would provide a minimum of failover solution and proper configuration. Let me go these two. All right, it is time to learn. No? A company host is a company hosts its own web servers. These web servers provide multiple services that employees need while on the road. A recent security audit advised the company to find a more secure way to publish these web servers to the internet. A recent security audit advised the company to find a more secured way to publish these web services to the internet. Which of the following will accomplish this? Honestly, I am not even sure. All right. I am going to just pull up this handy dandy notepad here. And take some notes. So, VPN connection allows employees to use both physically separated networks anytime they need. So, what type of capability is it? So it's always on because it gives them those options to use physically separated networks anytime that they need. Always on instead of remote access. All right. So allows a connection to all programs protocols. So what is ACL? Access Control List. Control list or ACL. It's used by firewalls. The list of rules defines the type of data packet and the appropriate action to take when it exits or enters a network or system. The action are to deny or accept. Gotcha. That's access control list. So it shows the custom rules which assigns the action, allow the connection to all programs, all protocols, all ports with the scope of this IP address on port 24. This is an example of what type of security. Gotcha. While TLS is a transport layer security, this is a protocol similar to SSL. which is a secure sockets layer, can be used to create virtual private networks or VPNs. Okay. What can a system administrator configure to load balanced servers to ensure each node gets its fair share of work? So that is to configure scheduling. Configure scheduling. Because scheduling an algorithm is the code and metrics that determines which node is selected for processing each incoming request. The simply scheduling round robin, this just means picking the next node. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Alrighty. Unified Threat Management is an all-in security appliance that combines the functions of firewalls, malware scanners, intrusion detection, vulnerability scanner, data loss prevention, content filtering, and many more. Okay. Is an all in one security appliance. Interesting. So why is it not enable persistent sessions? So a persistent session would benefit the web server farm and the sessions that connect to a particular service. However, the web server farm may include multiple services that are not necessarily provided across all other web servers. Okay. Host-based firewall would help with the local area network. LAN. It is HTML5. Oh, okay. So HTML5 Virtual Private Network uses modern web browsers to access and manage a desktop with relatively little lag. This is also known as a clientless remote desktop gateway. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Clientless remote desktop gateway. Nice. Okay. And a reverse proxy. A recent security audit advised the company to find a more secure way to publish these web services to the internet. So, reverse proxy can, one, publish specific applications from corporate network to the internet by listing the specific client requests. This will also ensure other intranet services are not exposed. Oh, okay. So that's a reverse proxy. While I had said DMZ, then that's a dematerialized zone. So it's a local or physical separation of the intranet and internet. The separation is not as granular as a proxy server for web applications. Okay, gotcha. So that's for a reverse proxy. Publish specific applications from the corporate network to the internet by listening for specific client requests. Oh, that's kind of crazy. It ensures other intranet services are not exposed. And that's a reverse proxy. Nice. Okay, got it. I know this is a pretty long section, so I think that for today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up this video a little bit, or cut up this section here, instead of having just one long video. So for the time being, then, learning this, given a scenario, implement secure network designs. So a lot of great information here through CompTia, learning to then pass the CompTia Security Plus exam and get into the field of cybersecurity. There's steps, right, to take, and actions, more importantly, that are needed to be taken in order to continue into that flow of things. So thank you all for taking the time here today, joining us for another session with Flores-Tech. Signing out. Till next time. Thanks.